Модон Монгол баг чикэнд идвэл яана гэлээ. Модно Монгол баг чикэнд идвэл яана гэлээ.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are watching PMPL South Asia Spring Season 2023, Week 3 and Day 5. That means the last day to qualify for the bonus match and for the grand final. So the pressure is mounting on the bottom teams. But how are you doing, Fritz? Last day, how excited are you?
Hey, last day, I'm most excited for the bonus game. I'd like to see that one game being played just by 12 teams. You'll have a lot of breathing space in the early zones, which we haven't seen a lot in the previous map. We see a lot of fights happening early on, teams going for the drop clashes, and that too on a newer map, the map of Vikendi. Man, I'm so much excited to see which are the 12 teams that qualify for the game.
We all are excited because these extra points are going to help the teams who can qualify for the grand finals, because hey, extra points, who doesn't want? So weekending is definitely important. But looking at the overall schedule, we started on the 21st of March. Week 1 is already done, week number 2 is already done, and 4MV, they were sitting on the top. But now we are into week number 3, where 4MV, they were struggling, but yesterday they did showcase a very good comeback. But it's the last day, where the bonus match will be played. That means only 5 games remaining, but for the teams, only 4 games remaining.
Talking about the prize pool for the whole tournament, this is what all these teams are fighting for. You come out first, you get $7,500 right in your pocket. So that's something great to have. And again, even till the 16th position, the prize pool is present. But why grab the 16th position when you can finish on the podium? All the Stalwart Esports and 4MV, these are the teams which are looking very, very strong for now. But it's going to be important to see if they're able to perform in a similar way for the grand finals or not.
They ought to be ready, because this is the last bonus match that is going to be played. So that means last chance. But talking about bonus points, weekly bonus points are awarded for each week for weekly ranking. League bonus points are awarded for overall league stage ranking, and total weekly bonus points plus league bonus points makes the total bonus. And bonus points are like this: the team sitting on the top gets 20 points, on the second they get 19 points, on the third they get 18 points, and keep on reducing. And if you guys are wondering, these bonus points are for the weekendy match. No, they are not. They are for the weekly ranking. The team sitting on the top in the weekly ranking, they are going to get the maximum points, just like 4MV. They got 20 points for week 1 and week number 2.
40 overall, so that's a great start. That's a great start for the side of Team 4MV. Stalwart Esports always finding themselves in the second position. Although this time around, we do see them on the top chart. Although with just only 3 points, the lead that there is, it is just 3-point lead. So I think they'll still have to work it hard on the final day to make sure that they end up on the top spot. But it is going to be interesting to see which team is the one who finally ends up there, and which team goes out of the top 12 rankings. But talking about the overall standings, yes, Stalwart Esports 563 versus 4MV with 560.
Only 3 points deficit, and for MV they will be looking to cover up this point marker and have a lead with the players of Stalwart Esports and reclaim the throne on the top spot. But this page is not interesting me right now, because yes, all these teams are moving into the grand finals. No second thought, they are going to have a good run in the grand finals. They are going to compete for the prize money. But it's a second page where the main story is going to build up, where teams who might be struggling to qualify, just like the players of Abrupt Slayers. Week number one, they were sitting on the fifth in the top five. Now they are sitting at the 17th position. Yes, they're only 3 points deficit, but they have to be very consistent. This particular day is so very crucial for Abrupt Slayers, Raw Officials, Elementrix Esports. Well, bad intention, all they can hope is showcase a good individual performance,
Mm-hmm.
so that next time they come in the PMPL SA, everyone have a fear with the name of bad intention.
150 points is what they need from the next 4 games if they do want to have a chance to qualify in the top 16. Or if they get an extra game, if they somehow get the top 12 position in the overall league ranking, a league week ranking, then they might have a chance at that extra game, and maybe they'll be able to qualify. But for that, they'll need 4 flawless seconds to their name with 15 frags each. That's what this final day needs to be played with, so that they're able to qualify, which is gonna be like very difficult, a 1% chance. But Leo Esports, they've been having a good run. They've been hitting some good shots, I'd say too. And the frags, the way that they've played, it all seems to be a little bit better than the previous week.
Actually, not. Week number one, Leo Esports, they were among top five teams when the tournament started. But right now, where they stand, they are not in a very good position. All they have is 13 placement points at week number three. This is not the same Leo Esports we saw in the week number one. They need to amp up their aggression if they qualify for the grand finals, which I believe they are doing. So, Leo Esports, yes, there has been a major downfall in terms of the fights which they are picking. But yes, yesterday, Leo Esports did showcase some signs of stepping up their gameplay by the way they were picking their fights. One of the game they came in a second spot or third spot. So yes, Leo Esports, now they are approaching the final stage. They are amping up their aggression, but overall week number three was not as good for the
All
players
right.
of Leo Esports as it was in week number one.
Leo, they all right. They do need to step up their game in this final week and the final day. But I'm excited to see the maps on which this game is going to be played. Before that, though, we have another head-to-head between ASL and the players of Team Situm Esports. The damage stats are almost equal. The damage received stats are almost equal. Eight number eliminations. Eight is the number that differs the players of Team Situm Esports and Abram players in terms of elimination. So these two teams are very close in terms of the performance that they've given. Although I've seen Situm Esports in the 3 days that I've casted the tournament, I've seen Situm Esports perform a little bit better than Abram players.
Well, Situm Esports, they are sitting at the 14th spot. I won't say the most comfortable spot right now. On the other hand, Abrupt Slayers, they're not even in top 16. So
Mm-hmm.
both these teams, this day is so very crucial. They have to bring in the consistency. Abrupt Slayers, like I said, in the week number one, they were in the top five, but now they are struggling even to confirm their slot for the finals. Whereas Situm Esports, well, they are stepping up. Yesterday also, they showcased a good performance. I think it was day number three, where they got a chicken dinner for themselves in the map of Erangel. So slowly and steadily, Situm Esports are stepping up their gameplay. They are trying to qualify for the grand finals, and if it keeps on increasing, there are other teams who might be at the risk of not qualifying.
Oh, and they've been getting some good early fights. And Situm Esports, yes, they did perform good, but still the qualification is under questions. And here's some third parties help as well. QB Dobu, they were able to get some frags. This early fight in the city of ruins was also in their favor. So Situm, they've been having good starts. It's about converting them. It's about converting them and finishing the game on a positive note. And let's see if Situm is able to do that in this week. 4 MV though, for them, it has been a very difficult week to say the least. They did perform on one day, that was day before yesterday. They had a decent performance. They had one chicken to their name on that day and had consistent performance throughout. But other than that, they've not been able to show up in this week.
I think yesterday they were stepping up the game. 4MV, they start the week on a very passive note, but once they start their aggression, there is no stopping to that. But talking about the schedule of today, we are starting things on a very big map that is going to be Miramar. It is double Miramar, and double wrangle day with one Senok and the bonus match weekendy, and the top 12 teams only get the chance to play the weekendy bonus match. So yes, it is going to be so very crucial if you want to rank up yourself and grab more bonus points for yourself. Weekendy is definitely crucial for all the teams. But right now, the main match, the first match, is going to be Miramar, where Group E is sitting out. That means IHC, Skylar's Gaming, Venom D, and High Voltage. They are sitting out in this one. And now is the time for the prediction.
Oh, all right, all right. Group
Hmm.
E sitting out. Ah,
Yes.
I'd say. Let me think. NB Sports is there. NB Sports, I think,
Yes.
will they got a chicken in the previous Miramar, correct? If I'm, I don't know, I don't remember perfectly, but I'll go with NB Sports anyway. They've been impressing me. Their gunpowder has been great, even when left with just 3 players standing. They still tend to take fights, which I just love about them. So I'll go with Team NB Sports for this game of Miramar.
Very good pick, because NB Esports week number 1, they were not able to qualify for the
Mhm.
bonus match, and right now they're sitting on the second or the third spot in this week's ranking. So this team is definitely one of the team that has amped up their aggression, and they have worked tremendously in terms of their performance. But I'll go with, I think, okay, Leo Esports.
Oh, all right. Leo Esports is an interesting choice, but I'm continuously getting the prediction from a producer too. Shadow. It's Team ST, the players of Team Stalwart Esports, who he is supporting, and I want that graphic here. We have a little bit space on the bottom side between me and Shadow. We should have a producer's prediction too, because I mean he's a big fan of the top teams here, and why not? These people, they just go with the team winning is what I feel. Yesterday was again and again predicting 4MV. They lost. Today, I think it's ST. Sorry, guys. I mean, you might just get eliminated early on just because of a producer. But hey, we'll jump into game. Then we'll see what will happen to that team. Stalwart Esports. They've been playing good. Of course, they're on the top 4MV and
Yeah.
Stalwart Esports. These two teams are just the lobby leader. There's no doubt that these are the teams which are rooting for the overall victory too. But 4MV, a very, very difficult week for them. Hope so this does not happen to them in the grand finals.
Well, 4M and Stalwart Esports, they're already riding the chapters of victory. They are out on the top. They have their own race for the top spot. So 4M and Stalwart Esports, definitely one of the strongest team in the lobby from the Mongolian region, not just Mongolian region, the entire 20 teams we have. These are the most consistent teams, but now the storyline is about the bottom teams who want to qualify for the grand finals and who want to qualify for the bonus match. And good luck to all the teams in the lobby. We are starting with the very first game of day number 5. The Miramar, the plane path is definitely favoring all the teams, as all the major cities are easily glidable. So teams should be happy. PUBG gods are giving them a very decent flight path.
Mm-hmm. Junkyard to El Pozo. A central plane path for teams who used to go to Valdemar or even Chumasera. It would be a little bit difficult, but you'll still be able to reach there because there is a very big highway between Los Leones and Montenuevo where you'll find a lot of vehicles if you want to go to Chumasera or Valdemar. So it should be easy for you to drop in, get a vehicle, and then maybe try to rotate. So let's see if that happens or not. Cuneo TRC easily dropping towards Impala, no problems over there. Sierra del Petron, San Martin, these places will also be occupied by the different teams. Situm could be seen going on the western part of Los Leones, probably hunting out for that vehicle, and as soon as they get it, we'll start off with their rotation.
Oh, the rotations are so very crucial. But right now, the team that is heading towards the northern side, again, Maptex Esports. But I'm just waiting for the very first circle, because the first circle decides the fate of so many teams, how the rotations will go in. Because yesterday, when we saw a complete southern circle towards the side of Valley Jamal and Chumasera, Skylights changed their drop location to El Pozo City. And this time, we have a northern circle. That makes things interesting. Could be a game for the players of Maptex Esports, because they have the northern control. Could be the game for Stalwart Esports, because right now they are towards the Saint Martin city. They can already go for a very early rotation and grab those big mountains of the crater fields, or head over to the side of La Cobre area. So it's going to bring so many opportunities, not just for Maptex and Stalwart Esports, raw officials also, because they are heading somewhere towards the side of ruins. So that means complete northern side is empty, where raw officials can capitalize. And the way this team has improved their gameplay, raw officials are already looking very strong in terms of the firepower they are bringing.
one of the players